What's up, everybody? It's the homie Truth Teller, the street reporter. Welcome to the Truth Hurt Show. We ain't did this in a while. I think this like episode 40 or 50 or something. I done lost track of number. Remember, we talk about things in the drill culture, things outside the drill culture, things in life. If your chest not strong enough, you should walk out the room right now because we might say some shit and you might be able to fit that damn shoe. We don't know your shoe size, but let's get straight into this shit, man. First thing I want to talk about. LilDurk seemed like he's sending shots out to NBA YoungBoy and QuandoRondo. People saying, man, Durk just saying anything. Durk said he gonna drop an album. He got a single right now that'll fuck the streets up. And people better basically have their release dates or something like that. It ain't safe, son, or something like that. People like Durk just speaking in general, but what people didn't realize was a couple days ago, QuandoRondo posted on his social media that he put his heart into his new project. He put his all into it, and that he's finna drop a new project, and he dedicating it to Lil Pat. New album finna come out soon. Now, all of a sudden, Durk saying he got something that'll fuck the streets up, and people release dates ain't safe and son. You know, right after he posted that, QuandoRondo posted something like, man, go on, drop that shit, or something like that. So it seemed like they speaking to each other. Durk got to realize he at this point in his career, Durk done climbed up all the way to the top. I tell people this shit, Durk been hot. We been knew who Durk was. But when Drake did that song with Durk, it picked him up and put him in a whole different lane. But that ain't all. Drake didn't just put him there. Drake put him at a point and Durk took it and ran with it and never fell off. You know, he been banging, but that cosign from Drake in that song helped him out. I think he needs to realize he at this point, QuandoRondo can't really do no touring. It ain't really safe for him to be touring. People not buying no merchandise because of what happened to King Von's sides have been picked. So he relying a lot off streaming. So you can figure it's going to be a lot of diss songs on this new project. Look for QuandoRondo to be throwing shots at LilDurk, throwing shots at King Von, even though King Von passed. And this trial going to be coming soon with Lil Tim. Look, NBA YoungBoy and QuandoRondo been doing songs like Lil Tim ain't got a murder trial. You know, same thing with Durk. Durk got to be very smart. He older than them guys. He like damn near 30. Them younger guys, he can't let them trick him out of position. You know what I'm saying? The same way Durk kind of took a lot of clout from NBA YoungBoy now. Don't get me wrong. Durk got a lot of industry support. NBA YoungBoy got like a cult following, you know, he got like a strong fan base. So I think Durk got to be very careful not to throw some of that clout on Rondo right now, because Rondo almost on his last leg. Don't get me wrong, he got an internet presence, he got a fan base, but you know, the money coming selling out shows, selling out arenas and shit like that. I'm not sure if Quando can just do that on his own strength now at the moment, you know. Don't get me wrong, he got money, he rich, I'm just saying, you know. Durk got to be careful with this. The feds are watching. It's been murders, you know. These guys got to be smart not to put themselves in no RICO, you know. We seen rappers go at it, Duck, Vine, Lucci, Young Thug. We got to be very smart not to get ourselves in the indictment, you know what I'm saying, Durk? You got to be smart on this shit, bro, you feel me? You know, I tell people this. A lot of people always say the money changed people. I tell people this. Money never changed me. Don't get me wrong. I ain't seen that much of it. But, you know, from the amount that I did see, money never changed me. Being broke up, fucked up, nobody to help me, nobody to check on me. People just saying, man, it's going to be okay. That shit changed me more than any dollar amount. I tell people that, man. Don't let this internet shit fool you. You know, most of the time, this internet pick up a lot of the fake shit. So the people that you think real really be fake. The people that you think fake really be real, you know. This internet shit tricky. I tell people that all the time. You got to be very smart on this shit and, you know, live your life to your own means. Don't look at no motherfucker on the internet. They posting their goals. Ain't no motherfucker on the internet posting them smacking their bitch up. Bitch, get your ass up out of here. They ain't posting that shit. They posted these roses on the bed and shit, you know. I done found out most of these people in relationships really be miserable, you know. Now, people who be single and not in them be miserable too, but don't let a fake smile fool you. You know, the easiest way to hide depression is a smile. Remember that shit. Don't be tricked out of this shit, man. You know, you got to understand this shit, man. I'm going to tell you, because somebody told me this before and in a different way, and I never understood this shit until I got older and I started going through life, and I noticed this. You know, I once upon a time in my life asked God to teach me how to love better. You know, I was going through difficulties in relationships and all kind of shit. So, you know, I asked God in my moment of softness, you know, to please teach me how to love better. He brought a lot of difficult people in my life. I never understood that. Why's all these difficult ass people, man? I'm stressing out, going through shit like this. Then I realized, you know, I had to love difficult people. You know, that taught me more about love than anything could ever teach me. You know what I'm saying? I asked God to teach me how to love. Next thing you know, my mother passed away. Not saying they had anything to do with it, but me and my father gained a strong relationship. You know what I'm saying? I asked God to help me get financially stable. Next thing you know, an idea popped in my head of a social media page. You know, I had to figure out how to turn this social media page into a YouTube and turn a YouTube into money. You know what I'm saying? And then that was the money. The more I realized and I dug deep inside, I realized God gave me everything I ever asked for. He answered all my prayers, you know? So you just got to be careful. It depends on how you look at shit, you know what I'm saying? You ain't going to get everything you want, but you'll probably get what you need. So I don't want to be too preachy on people, but I tell people that some people don't see their blessings. Like, I got a homie, man, who told me recently, he always be complaining about shit, you know, job, too many hours at work and all kind of shit. He told me he finna go back to Detroit over the weekend and kick it with his mom and his dad. Oh, damn, bro, how old you is again? He tell me, man, I'm 36. You 36? You got your mama and your daddy? And you 36 years old? Boy, you rich as hell, man. He ain't understand what I mean by that, man. Look, anything that don't cost your peace ain't expensive. You know, if it costs you your peace, it's expensive as hell. You still got your mom and your dad, bro. You like a millionaire, you know, in my mind. But he ain't look at it like that, you know. Cdai and Rondo. You know, people been asking me about Cdai and Rondo because I guess D-Rose 600 went viral, you know, videos of him speaking about him getting locked up, nobody coming to get him out, you know, when his bond was only $100K. People saying, is Cdai and Rondo going to beat their appeals? I done spoke on this plenty of times. You know, if it's people that's new in the culture, I guess they want me to speak on it. You know, Cdai and Rondo was picked out of a lineup, our lineup. Cdai was picked out of a lineup. It was people in the courtroom that testified that said they seen him, you know, basically walked to a car and then a muzzle went off, a light went off, you know, like some shooting and shit. His cell phone was found at the crime scene. Not only that, he actually agreed that he had a conversation with the cab driver, Javon Boyd, before he died. Allegedly, he asked the cab driver, where you from? He actually agreed that he said this. Later on, he said that he was coerced into this by this cop named John Halloran, who famous for coercing people, you know, and doing shit like that. He was on the famous John Berg squad. John Berg is like a cop that's famous for torturing people and making people commit the crimes that they didn't do. Halloran was also on several cases from King Von and other artists that was locked up and shit like that. He's like a big time Chicago cop. So, you know, I think Cdai could lean on that. But like I say, it's too much evidence that point at Cdai that put him at this crime scene. I believe if Cdai be able to beat his appeal, because I'm not sure if they did their appeal yet, but if he's able to beat it, he's going to need more evidence that convicted him. It was a lot of evidence convicted him, so they're going to need double and triple the evidence to unconvict him, you know, in my opinion. You know, a lot of this shit happened younger in these guys' lives. It's crazy because I'm pretty sure Cdai probably don't have the same mindset that he had when he first got locked up for this shit. You know, a lot of these guys do things when they're young, and in the future it fuck them up. But like I say, Cdai, it's a lot of evidence against Cdai. And Rondo, to be honest with you. The people they was with inside of a car, Cdai and Rondo was in a car. They went to a party. A lot of people don't understand. When I looked at this paperwork, this all started because of an argument with a female. A female was in a party. Two groups of females were arguing. Some guys shot in the air, you know, I guess to stop the arguing. That irritated, you know, one of the women, I guess. And, you know, she must have said what happened, not knowing it was going to go that far, and it went that far. You know, that's what the police is alleging. This had nothing to do with L.A. Capone death. There's always been a rumor that this was L.A. Capone death. No, this was a party at Wentworth Gardens on 39th, I believe the same area that OTF Timo is from. That's why it's crazy that he signed with Durk and Rondo's locked up for some shit that happened in the neighborhood he be at, you know. So I just think these guys, you know, allegedly did something they was young. It's going to be hard to overcome that, you know, in my opinion. But anything is possible, though. You know, I'm not here to put no dirt on them and say that it can't happen. I believe, you know, anything can happen, especially if they didn't do it, you know. I'm tired of people saying the world against me. I tell motherfuckers this 9 times out of 10, the world not against you, bro. You not depressed, you know. Life ain't beating you down. The devil ain't attacking you. You just getting calmer for all that shicey shit that you did. You know, that shit gonna come. What goes around comes back around. You can't do good people dirty. Them God people. No matter what you do to God people, they gonna always come out on top. You know, you gonna play yourself out of playing yourself out of God people. It's some people out here that God put on earth as your guardian angels. If you got a hater-ass spirit and you hating on them, how you gonna get the hell? You goofy as hell. I tell people that. That's why I try not to argue with people and beef with people. I try to, you know, stay to myself and fuck all that drama and shit like that. Just keep your hands to yourself, you know, keep your hands to yourself. But fuck all that arguing. I don't beef with nobody because I realized it got to a point where in my mind I felt like people beefing with me was just all for the internet. I seen a lot of people on the internet trying to throw shots at truth teller and just people in life. I don't beef with nobody. Once I got to a point where I realized me being your enemy was a goal. I ain't finna help you reach your goal. Some motherfuckers felt like this was a milestone to be my enemy. I ain't beefing with no motherfucker, boy. We ain't ops. I ain't your enemy. You feel me? You my dog. I ain't beefing with my brother. Shorty got a gun. When he squeezed it stutter. Blah. Real shit. I ain't beefing with you, man. Go on find you some business, bro. Straight up. Not over here, man. DoodieLo FTNBae. That's deep. DoodieLo won an $11 million lawsuit, and I think that's rightfully he should have did that. That shit FTNBae did was dirty. I want to be honest, man. I believe DoodieLo. You know, hey, what she did was dirty. The courts believed her. The police believed her. Fans believed her. You know, fans bleed DoodieLo. My bad, I said that wrong. The courts bleed DoodieLo. I bleed DoodieLo. A lot of the fans bleed DoodieLo. Lie detector test went to DoodieLo. She did everything she can do to dirty up DoodieLo on some scornful, dirty shit. The he touching my kid shit. I think that's wrong, man. To be out here acting like DoodieLo playing with your baby bum. That shit ain't right. That shit is wrong, in my opinion. You know, that can get him killed. That could have ended his career with LilDurk. That could have ended his career with any record labels. That could have made it dangerous for him to go to jail. Nobody gonna stream his music. Name calls throughout the street. Internet bullying. She tried to end that man, you know. And she did the right thing because when the kids say you do something, you got to pick the kids' side. You know what I'm saying? So she played the game smart. Think about it. You gonna pick the kids' side. The kids say, hey, buddy did some freak neck, off wall, off backhand shit. You feel me? You gonna ride with the kid. That's why she did that shit. But I'm gonna tell you something, to be honest with you. To act like DoodieLo abused the kid, come find out he didn't. If you ask me, you abused him by putting the kid in that position. You know, that kid finna be embarrassed going to school. You forced the kid to lie and act like somebody did some freaky shit to him and all kind of shit. Man, you might have traumatized that shorty forever. Stop acting like that shorty don't listen to LilDurk music. Your shorty listen to LilDurk music, man. And now you done made them guys enemies of this young man for no reason. Shit crazy. But DoodieLo, you got to be careful, too. You know, you got to watch these women out here. You know, you got to be careful out here, man, because that clearly could have went different. You know what I'm saying? But he did everything. He took lie detector tests. He been in interviews, all kind of shit like that. I believe, dude, man. She ain't got $11 million to give him, though. You feel me? But I think he did the right thing. He gonna dirty up her face. You feel me? She don't got a clean face no more. Every she go, people gonna know she the lady who doing dirty shit to her kids and shit, doing dirty shit to men. He gonna fuck her credit up. I think he won, in my opinion. I think that's the right thing to do, in my opinion. But justice for DoodieLo, in my opinion. I think he deserved to get that. And I think Durk a dope dude, too, because Durk didn't turn his back on him when those allegations came out. Lori Lightfoot, the mayor of Chicago, has lost a first time a mayor has lost a re-election in 40-some years. Think about this. She a black lady, so she got black people with her. You know, she gay, so she got the gay people with her. You know what I'm saying? She only did one term. People want her to fuck up out of there. She wasn't caught in no scandals. She wasn't caught in, you know, on drinking and shit like that. No, they got out strictly because of the violence that's going on in Chicago. Somebody got to be the face of that shit. People got to understand now. I'm not blaming Lori Lightfoot. I'm not saying she's an evil person. I'm not saying she's the devil and shit like that. But she clearly couldn't handle the job that's going on out there. It's 500, 600, 700, 800, damn near 1,000 people getting killed a year. We need somebody to come up with a plan. The days of people saying, look, ain't shit we can do. These kids gonna kill whether we do it or not. Pull your pants up and raise your kids better. Look, we need more than that. That's not gonna be enough. We had that mindset for these years. Next thing you know, it's thousands of people dying every year. In the last 20 years, there have been damn near 10, 15,000 people killed. Somebody got to be responsible for some of this shit. We got to put somebody hard in here. I ain't saying lock everybody up that's black, you know. I don't want to do that. But what I'm saying is, you know, she ain't making no better. Now, she might have not started, but she ain't made it no better. Same shit with the mayor before, Rahm Emanuel. Who gives a fuck about spending $100 million on a fucking beam at Millennium Park on a fucking silver egg? Nobody gives a fuck about that. How about fix these communities? You know what I'm saying? Fix some of these neighborhoods and shit like that. You feel me? Get some of these jobs, tax breaks for hiring people who ain't had a job in a long time and shit like that. You know, give free babysitting out and shit like that. This how you help these communities. Building some ghetto-ass rec center at the corner that all the gang members gonna take over in 3 months. That's not it. Send your kid to one of them Michael Jordan clubs you want to. They gonna fuck around and get bleaked down going in that motherfucker. For real shit. This shit dangerous out here, man. You got to be in your kids' life the most you can. And you might have to whoop their ass, especially the boys. You might have to whoop their ass. Now, I'm not telling you to beat your kids, but that gang shit out here is strong. And the streets going to be cooler than you. I don't give a fuck how cool dad is, how cool mom is. The streets going to be cooler than you. So you're going to have to make sure you in their life. You know, whether you taking them out on trips, you putting them in the YMCA, you know what I'm saying? You being there for them, you showing them a better life, you showing them things you never knew instead of buying them shit you never had. That's petty as hell. Your shorty don't need no Balenciagas. He ain't in shit but 6th grade any motherfucking way. You feel me? Once you put some knowledge in this motherfucking head, I tell people that shit all the time, man. Last thing I want to speak on before we get up out of here, I did an exclusive interview today with QuandoRondo, Lil Bubba. I think this was a dope interview. We spoke on a lot of things. He told me shit in the culture that, you know, a lot of people don't really speak on. And then there's a lot of things in the culture he didn't want to speak on, you know, you feel me? I tried to squeeze some out of it. He gave me some. Like, I asked him about this guy that's been trending around the world named 007. Some people call him QuandoRondo Nate. I told him Nate went viral because of a party he was in with 051 Melly. And people alleged rumors about Melly's death that kind of linked him in it and shit like that. You know, you got to see it and check out Bubba's response and what he told me after that. We spoke on D-Rose, too. D-Rose 600 is actually locked up for the murder of somebody that Lil Bubba knew. Lil Bubba told me a lot of things about that. I think this is a classic interview. I can't wait till y'all see it, man. But I appreciate the love. I'm finna get ready and get up out of here, man. They cleaning up in the hallway, got the vacuum on, disrespecting my damn video. But I appreciate the love. It's the homie True Teller Street Reporter. Blah, blah, blah. Make sure y'all hit the like button too, man. Turn me up on the likes. Y'all been doing me petty on them likes, man. Make sure y'all rocking with the homie. But my new exclusive interview with Lil Bubba gonna be dropping tomorrow. I got a lot more content, a lot more board videos. We're gonna be going out of town. We got a lot of shit. We're going to be going to some crime scenes. You know, we finna mix it all back up again and get back to the root of this shit, man. But I appreciate the love. It's the only truth. Blah.